Welcome.
And we are back. I am Baronj67.
And I am xTJones. What's going on?
Adventures of the Black Nerds.
We're back. Another episode.
Another episode. I love it. It's so cool, man, because, you know, this is a passion project, and to see it still going and to see that we're still growing, we're still trying new things, making moves, you know, it's a heck of a feeling, and I'm happy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Super happy.
There's so much actually have gone down since we shot the last one. E3, big old E3 happened. Some good things. I'm gonna let you touch on that more, because I think you paid attention to it more than I did.
Yeah. So jumping onto E3, I sat and watched a strong majority of it. I think the only one I didn't really watch was the Nintendo showcase, because they rarely do it. I don't think they do press conferences anymore. I think they more or less give you like a video, like here's what's going on, boom, enjoy.
Yeah.
And so I took the time, and I really enjoyed what Microsoft brought to the table. I liked what Sony brought to the table, but I'll get to my main complaint about that. Mm-hmm. And I'll get to my main complaint about all of them. I'll start with the negatives. The one thing I had a major issue with when it came to Microsoft, I'm not even going to talk about EA, because EA is EA. The issue with Microsoft is the lack of first-party content. Now, they addressed that.
Mm-hmm.
They came out strong, showing all these things that they're doing. They bought up 3 or 4 companies that they're all. But the weird thing about the companies they bought, they're all companies that, for the most part, exclusively worked with Microsoft already.
Yeah,
such as Undead Labs and whatnot, and they're all fairly new. So a lot of them, their claim to fame is like one game. So maybe that with the power and the backing of Microsoft and the money funneled into them, hopefully it'll give them the environment to grow and produce more first-party games. Now, they addressed that, but then the first-party stuff that they did announce, for the most part, it's all future. It's all future stuff. Yeah, there was a couple of indie games that got released that day during the conference, but it was still But the positives of it were the moves that they made, and the fact that they addressed all the things that are the big complaints when it comes to Microsoft. The number one complaints that when it comes to Microsoft, they address. Mm-hmm. They're like, hey, we know we don't have enough first-party games. Hey, we know we have a lot of cancellations. They really touched on all of that, and I guess they showed that they're listening. But I'm a person of action. You can talk all day, but until I see a whole plethora of first-party games coming out that are big titles that a lot of money are behind in a big company, not so much. I'm not big on marketing budgets. I need money put into games. If you only got one commercial and you run it for a whole year straight, I would rather that with a dope game than you giving me a bunch of different commercials and the game comes out not as it should.
Yeah.
Fallout 4. I hate to use them as an example. And then that was a cool thing too.
I mean, they fit. It fits.
They put so much money into Fallout 4 commercial marketing and commercials that I really.
They even had a commercial. Remember, they had a commercial for the the collector's edition. A whole commercial for the collector's edition. Remember when it was just buy it or pre-order it and you get this? No, it was a whole commercial built off of the collector's edition.
There was a lot that went into that, and that was actually a cool thing too. So during the Microsoft presentation, Todd Howard came out and showed gameplay and the main commercial for Fallout 76.
Yeah.
Now, everybody kind of lost their noodle because there was rumors that it was going to be online only. It's not a rumor. The game is going to be online only.
I think 100%. That's 100% cool. And I'm going into 76 blind. And the reason why I want to do that is I want to give, and this is why I didn't pay attention to E3 that much. I want to give games a fighting chance, because a lot of times that when games come out, and we've had this conversation on here before, when games come out, the premise and the ideal of the game is already sold to us through whatever marketing scheme they have going on, whatever commercial what they have going, whatever, and even demos even ruin them. So me not paying so much attention, the reason why I'm excited for 76, imagine everything that you got in Fallout, because regardless of what we feel about 4,
it was a good overall game.
Yeah, and then the things inside the game was dope. Like, imagine being able to customize your own weapon, add different things. Your gun, you're in a gunfight and your gun starts to break on you. You see what I'm saying? The VAT system, all of this stuff is dope. But imagine doing that with a real life person, or partnering up with a real life person to run this specific mission or to do this specific storyline thing, whatever they got going on. I'm okay with that. As long as they bring me a great game, I'm okay with it being online only. And I heard that was a little complaint. I was actually reading an article. I'm not going to even say who, because I'd be guessing. Talking about how that pulls away from the true fan base of Fallout. It not having a storyline, it not having story mode, it not having things. And I was like, well, you could still get that grindy mentality inside of 76 online, because look how many games have that now, where you can still go. I'm pretty sure they're still going to put bobbleheads in it. I'm pretty sure they're still going to put like secret areas for weapons, or that one death crawler sitting in a basement and you got to get down there. You got to either kill him to get to what's down there, or you may kill him and get to nothing. It may be nothing down there. It's just, hey, I killed him because I did it. So I want to give it a fighting chance, and that's kind of why I didn't really pay attention to it that much. But 76, the idea of it sounds amazing.
Yeah, because I mean, even when we go back to the Fallout 3 game days, where we would be sitting there in party chat playing Fallout 3, like walking around, talking about what we're doing, and that was back in high school?
Oh man, imagine streaming and doing that. Us sitting in Discord playing that game,
right? That's what I'm saying. So it's gonna be it's an experience. I'm happy that they didn't call this Fallout 5 or give it a full title, because I think by them calling it Fallout 76, they made it clear. Yeah. Hey, this is a part of the world, but this isn't the same world that we're all. And then they made it a prequel, so that even makes it better.
Is this before what?
This is only 25 years after the bombs drop.
Okay.
So normally you're like
hundreds, yeah.
Yeah. But now this is 25 years after the bombs drop.
Okay. So that's fine.
They're taking a big step, and they're going out of their way to make a new experience. Mm-hmm. And what's so funny is I feel like they would have got no problems at all if they would have called it something else. But by it being the world of Fallout, that's where the problem.
I think, it's the world that people. I would say it's the world that people want, because regardless of, we know what to look for when a Fallout game comes out, and I'm comparing it from Fallout 3 up until now. So even Vegas, you loved Vegas. I didn't really like Vegas that much.
I'm gonna be honest. I actually enjoyed Fallout 3 more than Fallout New Vegas.
Okay, me too.
And now, and it's funny because I tested it.
Oh, hold on for a second. Let me ask you a question. Would you say Fallout? Would you say that Fallout New Vegas was better than 4?
Was better than what?
Was Fallout New Vegas? Would you say it's better than 4?
Hell yeah, I haven't even finished 4, bro.
Okay, see, did you even you finished 3, right?
Yeah, I finished.
Okay, so you finished 3. You finished New Vegas
multiple times.
Yeah, and I would say you probably played New Vegas more than you played 3. You played the mess out of New Vegas, and I remember watching you play it, and I was like, yo, I just can't get into this game. I don't know why. I just can't get into it. And you loved the mess that you tried to. I had to just sit and watch you play that game, and it had the same look. It just didn't have the same feel as 3. And I keep cutting you off. Go ahead.
You know what's so funny about this? The major argument is that people feel Fallout New Vegas is closer to the original Fallout material than Fallout 3 is.
Okay.
But what's so funny is when you really look at all the decision making and all the different options and availability to do different things in Fallout 3. Fallout 3 is in essence first person full-fledged Fallout game.
Mm-hmm.
Make crazy decisions, like even from Jump Street with spoiler alert, you get to either destroy Megaton, you get to either disable the bomb, you get to either tell the sheriff that the guy is there to blow up Megaton, and there was just all these different options.
So there was choices.
There was a lot more choices to me in Fallout 3 than Fallout New Vegas.
I'm gonna tell you something. There's only been one other game that so I played through, and remember there was a glitch in Fallout 3 that you could or it wasn't a glitch, it was just an exploit. If you did this one thing, I just remember it being one thing you did, it would instantly drop your likability all the way down to good, or you can shoot it all the way up to, so people would save it at that point and to beat the game at the baddest, because they remember there was 3 different endings. So other than Fallout, there was only one other game that I played 3 times just to get all of the endings, and that was Heavy Rain. And Heavy Rain had multiple endings. But with Fallout, the reason why Fallout was so dope to me was because not only it was my first Fallout, it was the first Fallout I ever played. It was in essence, it had the shooter element there. I could play first person. The VATS was amazing to me because it's not. I don't have to try hard against the AI. You see what I'm saying? That's what made it dope. Like, I'm gonna kill you in the game. I'm gonna kill you in the game. There's nothing that's gonna stop me from killing you. Why not make it dope? Why not give me VATS? You know, that made it a whole different element for me. So I played the mess out of that game just to get everything. I'm talking about platinuming that game. I platinumed that game. So I love the shit out of Fallout 3. Fallout 3 was, in the essence, it's up there as my favorite game.
You remember that mission where you had to, I want to say it was Rangers. I think it was Brotherhood of Steel. You had to go to the rooftop and get the Brotherhood of Steel out of the building. Remember that? And you had to shoot your way through all the super mutants.
No,
there was a mission, and you made it onto the roof, and you were with like 3 or 4 people, and you had to shoot your way all the way through the building to get out of that building. You had to go save, like, I think it was like Bravo Squad or something. Like, the mission was called. It was like a radio.
Yeah,
you found. It was crazy, but the point was, I felt like if somebody said, "What do you want to go back and play right now, Fallout 3 or New Vegas?" I'd say Fallout 3.
Fallout 3.
And that's the point I was trying to make. I have Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas on this laptop, but I would really rather play Fallout 3.
Okay, so did you play any Fallouts before that?
No, after I played Fallout 3, I went back. Actually, after New Vegas, I went back and played the older Fallouts.
Okay.
I really like them. I enjoy those top-down RPGs.
Yeah.
And then the RPG elements were way more intense. And I think this is why people were more satisfied with New Vegas. There's a large people who think New Vegas is better. Because, for example, on Fallout, if your intelligence skill was all the way down, like if you had 0 intelligence, you would talk like a caveman. You'd be like, like
yeah.
You couldn't even communicate.
Wow. So
everything really had a serious meaning and serious weight behind it.
Wow.
And serious checkpoints. Now going back to Fallout 4, these are things that were missing. What's the point of being the most smartest guy in the room? Where's the skill check for that?
Well, you know what broke that though, right? Well, at least for me, because the game was very forgiving. Don't get me wrong. That Fallout 4 was very forgiving. You know, you didn't have to have it maxed out, your skills maxed out in a certain category, but you still felt like I felt invincible in that game. Like I used to just run around and not care. And I guess it was because in Fallout 3, you know, you get to a certain point where you know you're the shit in that game.
True.
You got the weapons you want.
With all RPGs, that you hit that point unless they run.
You know, it's funny. Remember when the caravan people used to come around, and you could rob them and get into shootouts with them and shit. Oh man, I was killing them all. Like I was killing them all just to get the ammo. And the one element about Fallout 3 I love the most, which all of them have up to this point, is the hoarding. Me in video games like that where I can save material, I am a hoarder. I don't leave nothing unturned. I always say, I've been saying it since I've been playing God of War, the wrong way is the right way in any RPG. Because you're bound to find something you weren't going to find if you were to stay on track. So in Fallout 3, imagine saving everything. I didn't even have the guns yet, and I was picking up the ammo. I'm too full. Let me fast travel to the base, drop some stuff off, and then go right back and start over again. And that's kind of like that's what I loved about it. The element that I could do whatever I want to do in this game. I could rob you. I could let you go. I could help you through this mission and then beat it, then kill you after the and that's what I loved about it. So Fallout is a free game. Fallout 4 is the same thing. I wasn't captivated the same way with Fallout 4.
And honest to God, it was because of the choices, the lack of the fact that like somebody even made a video and you could tell you told like Cogsworth asked you, oh, let's go and do this, and that. And you have the option to tell him no. And you tell him no, and you still go do the mission. Anyway. And it was like, then why even give me the option to say no? Like,
and then you couldn't kill them. Like, I tried to kill them. It didn't work. They just dropped down, and then you got to heal them. And then you couldn't load them up the way you wanted to load them up. Because they would always find some stupid gun that they were equipped to use. No, I want you to use this rocket launcher. Like,
like why aren't you shooting rockets right now?
You need to be blasted every and anything moving, man. So,
but let me go back to this and back to the Microsoft E3, and then even back to Todd Howard first talking about Fallout 76.
Yeah.
I trust Bethesda when it comes to taking chances and trying something new.
Of course.
Because by Fallout 3 being your first Fallout, if you would have played the originals, Fallout 2, Fallout Tactics, blah, 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 blah. If you would have played those before you would have played Fallout 3, you'd have been nervous as hell. You go from a top-down RPG to a first-person shooter, plain and simple. That is a huge jump. That's a light year jump. So I can understand now, knowing they were able to take that transition and successfully do it. Created basically a whole new damn genre of gaming.
Yeah.
I can trust them to do the same thing with this.
Okay.
I can they've earned that for me to give them a solid try without too many questions until I play it.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this with Fallout. Up until this point, Fallout 3 was my game, and that was the first Bethesda game that I say it again. Bethesda. Okay, that's how you say it. Bethesda. Well, that's my first Bethesda game that I played. The reason why I'm okay with them, and I'll take the risk with Bethesda, is no matter what I feel about from Fallout 3 up to Fallout 4, people love their games.
True.
I may not have liked some of them, but people love their games. Their games. I was just reading an article about how the VR versions of Skyrim.
People love it.
Yeah, and they sold well this year, you know. And I wish I still had the numbers in front of me. It was. I was shocked. People still buying Fallout 4 VR, or I think that just got announced. But all of these games are doing well. I can't knock that. But I can risk. I'll take a risk on Bethesda. Not only because Fallout 3 was almost. You know what? I'm gonna say this. Fallout 3 was the perfect game for me. It was the perfect game. So, my dog just walked in the room. Go, Echo. So it was the perfect game for me. That's why I think that I can do them the solid to take the risk. They have never done anything specifically where I'm like, you know what? I question that. You know,
their mobile games are addicting and fun.
See, I've never played their mobile game.
Oh, bro, you probably got it on your computer right now. You can go play Fallout Shelter right now.
You know what? I had Fallout Shelter on my phone.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I just never stuck with it because
I used to play it on my iPad. It's simple fun.
Yeah,
and it gives you that mechanic of, let me go out here and loot. Let me go out here and gear up everybody. Let me level up.
I'm cool with Bethesda. Bethesda's solid with me, man.
Yeah. Like I said, companies that I trust, and they've always been one of the top 3 companies I trust: Bethesda, Naughty Dog, CD Projekt Red, the people who made The Witcher 3 or The Witcher series.
Yeah,
these are companies I trust. Naughty Dog. They give you your hell. Didn't they make Horizon Zero Dawn too?
Naughty Dog.
I could be wrong.
Let's look that up.
I think I might be wrong. Well, I know they made Uncharted, and Uncharted alone.
That's all you need to say is Uncharted.
You know, Uncharted was just the male version of Tomb Raider.
No, it was Guerrilla Games.
Guerrilla Games.
They were the developer.
But Uncharted was basically a male version of Tomb Raider with a lot more comedy.
Oh, hell yeah.
And when I played Uncharted, I felt like I was playing a movie of Indiana Jones video game. Yeah. Like, I imagined that's what Indiana Jones would have been.
Man, I'm telling you, my favorite Uncharted moment was, I believe it was in 2. Or I think it was in 3, I'm sorry. Where he's in the plane crashes in the desert, and he's stumbling, he's walking, and it keeps fading in and fading out, and then he's walking, and then instantly gets into a gunfight, and the gunfight in the game lasts 10 minutes. So imagine if that was a movie, how long it would it would have lasted. I said he's jumping off rocks and punching people and stumbling, picking up. Man, that was the best moment in Uncharted, and I loved Uncharted. So I can see why you would say, Naughty Dog. The Naughty Dog they haven't done anything even questionable yet.
Yep.
So
and then what's it called? Red Dead. Rockstar was up. They're up there too, but with what's going down with their Red Dead Redemption 2 and the way they're putting paywalls up for certain missions and whatnot, and the way they do collectors. I'm having some issues with that. Like, Rockstar doesn't need to money grub. You don't need the fact their tennis game was fun. Like so you know, but that's something we can get into in a sec. So okay, Microsoft E3, it was really good. It showed a lot of promise. I just hated the fact that the main games they were showing are games that either fallen short or they were supposed to already come out. So Crackdown got pushed back again. Are
you a fan of Crackdown?
Not enough to where that's the driving factor.
Yeah, me neither.
You should not lead with Crackdown.
I compare Crackdown. I compare Crackdown to what's the name of that signature game that usually comes with PlayStation when the brand new one comes out? What's the name of it?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
What's the? It's not Red Fraction. What is it? Killzone.
Yep,
man.
It comes out with every new system.
And it's not good. Like Killzone was not.
Well, let me tell you this: Crackdown was fun, but you should not headline anything.
Yeah,
with Crackdown.
Okay, and all right, I guess what let me rephrase that. I'm not gonna say it's not fun because people played it. It's just it. How do I want to say this?
I don't feel an urge.
It does not attest to time. It's like a week-old game. Most of the time when you buy it, it's like, oh yeah, you get this free copy when you buy this edition, and they give you Killzone. And you put it in there. It's probably the only game you got with the damn system. You get it for Christmas. You download the game, and this is all you got to play. You get halfway through the story, and you don't finish the rest. And then you try the online, and then the online is some knockoff wannabe Battlefront, and it's just not good. I'm not really a true fan of certain games that's not 60 frames per second. Like Battlefront is cool. Battlefront is cool, even though it's not 60 frames per second. It's still cool. But that game, I did like one YouTube video on that game, and I never put it back in. Matter of fact, I don't even think I have it anymore. So it's like the signature game that comes with it. Hey,
and this is the thing. You should not. That should not be a major point of your E3.
Yeah,
it should be. Oh yeah, and of course, Crackdown 3. Like, oh yeah, cool.
Crackdown.
It shouldn't be your main driving commercial success.
Yeah.
Like, no. But okay, so now moving on. So after Microsoft, I want to say it was the Bethesda conference, because I feel like I should have made more videos for it. Well, I slacked so hard. I was making videos like crazy, but then I was like, I got to take a break. All of this shit started catching up with me. I started getting beat down, fucking eyes twitching, and I'm tired.
I had a list here of all the games confirmed by Bethesda. It says actually it doesn't. This really doesn't say. From Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Wolfenstein.
Big part that I skipped. Big part that I skipped. We finally got Cyberpunk 2077 video. We didn't get any gameplay, but we did get a commercial. We did get a view of the world and how intense and how in-depth things are going to be. And it was really dope the way they introduced it. They made it look like the stage got hacked. And then Project Red popped up, and then the intro for that game popped up. I can't believe I forgot that.
So actually, it's only 2 games from Bethesda that have been confirmed. That's 76 and Rage 2.
No, those are the only 2 that have street dates.
Yeah, well, that's what it says.
Yeah, because they announced Starfield. They announced Elder Scrolls 6. They also announced, I think that's...
So I guess it says, games, all the Bethesda games confirmed so far. So when did this get published? Oh, I'm reading a late one.
No, which is fine, because it should be more than enough.
Yeah.
But it was just the whole... It was really dope, bro. Oh, Wolfenstein 2.
Yeah, I did see that.
They announced Wolfenstein DLC, and it's gonna be 2 players. It's gonna be co-op.
Okay.
I want to say, I don't know if they announced couch co-op or they just said co-op. I can't remember. But you're playing as BJ's twin daughters, 18 years. So still beating the shit out of Nazis.
Of course. I remember when they announced that game last year and it went into a tirade. People were upset.
Yep.
I'm like, what are we upset about here?
Bro, we're not gonna dive down that road because we can. You know me, I can get on my political soapbox. And
it just was so
I'll take off my hidden cloud headband.
It was just so funny because the reason why I just think it's so funny is because Nazis have always been portrayed as, whether it's Nazi zombies or just regular Nazis. I mean, I could tell you plenty of games where they have singled out a group of people and they were the enemy. Like this, or
you got to remember why this is so intense and why it's so monumental. That Wolfenstein was the first shooter in fighting Nazis.
Yeah,
like
I didn't see no problem with it because I didn't see no problem with the Call of Duty 2, the Modern Warfare 2 airport thing until people started mentioning it.
That was bad.
Yeah, but when I played it, I wasn't thinking about that. I just played it.
Got you.
And then all adults, I would say adults were the ones to bring that to light. And this is that and the third. And it became this big ordeal. But at the end of the day, you know, this is the era we live in where all of that's going to be a problem. So you kind of got to appease everyone.
No, you know what? It's not an issue of appeasing everyone. It's a situation of acknowledging what you got to acknowledge the truth. You got to shed light on what's happening here. Yes, we're going to piss off people who support Nazis. Because we're killing Nazis.
Yeah.
Right?
But then it goes backwards for them as well. Because they may show light upon the situation that may not be for the other side to really think about. Let me not say that. Not think about, because you do think about it, obviously. But it's just a different situation that, well, what if, almost like the tit for tat thing. Well, you can show me this, I can show you that type deal. So that's why I say it's kind of like, I'm not really wanting to play that tug of war game with people, because I'm more just say, okay, cool, and then leave it at that. But you can see where the problem can come into play, because you may say that, and the person that may like Nazis may disagree with what you say, and then they say something that you may disagree. Now they're just doing the tit for tat thing, and it's just back and forth tit for tat.
And the thing about that is there's not much wrong with that, because you got to take a stand somewhere.
Oh, of course. Of course.
And saying that, fuck them.
But
that's why they.
And the reason why I say that is because the one thing I do is when I'm talking to somebody, I listen to them, whether I agree with them or not. I can listen to you even if you speaking shit that I completely don't agree with, you know, because when I speak, I would hope for you to want to hear me. But at the same time, you know, some people take that, like, just like how you have your stance, they have their stance as well. And it's never here to compare, because that's what a lot of people do. But just because you believe this way, don't mean you got to be ignorant about the way that I believe stuff or the way I look at stuff. Because then that's where the hatred gets involved. Because it's not like, now I'm not listening to you because I'm not even listening to you. I'm just waiting to speak at that point. I just want you to finish your thought so I can tell you why you're wrong. And that's why even sometimes having them conversations with people is crazy. And Wolfenstein's a great example because of that. Because of the people that may like that. I don't see how you could, but at the end of the day, do your thing, man.
This is the danger because I get what you're saying, but you got to be careful because you really can't apply it to every scenario.
Yeah.
Because if I draw a number 6 and I put it upside down and show it to you, I drew a number 6. It's not you see a 9. No,
Yeah.
I turned my 6 around. I made the mistake.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 6.
Yeah.
This is what it was intended to be a 6. So there's no argument. Well, I see a 9. No, this is a number 6. I drew it. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's
now,
a fact, though. That's not an opinion.
Okay, right. But people turn facts into opinionated arguments.
And at that point, you can't argue with somebody. You can't, because it's their opinion.
And this is why, and this is the point of, you got to be careful with, you can't, some people, yeah, you can hear them and acknowledge they exist,
Mm-hmm.
but to have that discord is risky, because what was that whole saying? Don't have a fight with don't ever argue with an idiot, because they'll pull you to their level and beat you with experience.
Yeah.
Like, so
yeah, I get it. No, but I think that's where the conversation would differ. It's different when you're speaking facts. Because if you're speaking facts and it's wrong facts, then that's different. You're speaking something that's just not true. But once you get into opinions, this is where like I like this because of that. Okay, I can't argue with that. I can't argue with your opinion. That's your opinion at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you gonna believe that because that's what you believe. Okay, at that point, where does the conversation just needs to end? Because I'm not gonna convince you to do it this way because that's already your opinion. You're already dug root down in the ground. This is what I stand for because this is my opinion on this situation. And that's why I'm like, yo, even you're going to get drawback from everybody or from people from the opposite side who view it differently. And at the end of the day, okay, man, do your thing. You can argue, but as a gaming fan that loves Wolfenstein, or to be honest, love the concept of Wolfenstein, the storyline, because I've never actually played the game, I'm okay with the game. I have no problems with the game. I don't think of any issue at all. And we kind of dove way off topic from what we were supposed to talk about today, but excuse me. That's just that's just the way I look at it, because I can't argue with your opinion. Now, like you said with the whole number thing, the factual deal with that is you drew a 6. If you said any other number other than that, you're lying. That is not facts. You see what I'm saying? But once you get into your opinion now, hey man, at the end of the day, I can't argue with your opinion. Like, it's just the way you look at it.
But let me hit you with this one. And this is straight from Martin Luther King, and then I'll leave it alone.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 most dangerous things in the world is conscientious stupidity and sincere ignorance. The 2 most dangerous things in the world. Because, and this is why, yeah, we'll leave it at that. And I'll say it again. 2 most dangerous things in the world. I'm not going to dive into why. You can dissolve that for yourself and get it out for yourself.
Yeah.
Conscientious stupidity, choosing to be stupid, and honest to God lack of information, sincere ignorance.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's arguable too. Now, with this situation, it's arguable. You could argue that. Yes, you can. I can tell you. Let me tell you why. Because, like you said, even with the lack of information, if I'm being told this and it's what I believe, based off of what I believe, you can't tell me that I'm wrong, because that's what I believe. That's my stance. That's my belief. So that's why I say the whole, what?
That would be sincere ignorance.
Yeah, no, it's not, because that's what I believe. Because somebody can't tell you what you believe.
You believe it because of lack of information.
No, because I can have all the information on the world on it, and this is why I said you're threading a line. You're threading a line because it's my opinion. At the end of the day, that's my opinion.
Your opinion is driven by what?
how I feel. How I feel about it. No, that's not true, because now you're talking about facts. That's facts at the end of the day.
But to say that your opinions aren't driven by what you know or what you don't know.
No, I
like removing yourself from. You got to have both to create. You have to.
Yeah.
You don't just wake up with an opinion. Your opinion is formulated through what you've experienced and what you've seen, what you've read, what you've heard, what you've seen. And then that's how you formulate.
Who you talk to.
Yeah,
where you live, all of that.
All of these things come into play.
Yeah.
So that's why it falls back onto sincere ignorance, because sincere ignorance is honestly being without information. So if you're honestly without, and let's use the example of this. If I grew up not knowing, we can even take it to a nerd style. I'm currently wearing the hidden Cloud Village, which are the black people of the Naruto world. If me being from the hidden Cloud Village didn't know anybody or anything from the hidden Leaf, which are the main characters in the world of Naruto, and all I heard was bad war stories, never met one in my life, but all my life, anything I've ever heard about them was bad. My first thoughts are, they're bad.
Okay.
My opinion is driven off of the facts that were taught to me by somebody else.
Okay.
Sincere ignorance, because
when you say it like that, yes, obviously that makes sense. Absolutely. But if I know all of that, I heard everything that you said, and I still don't agree with you.
Conscientious stupid.
That's still it's still your opinion at the end of the day. That's just how you feel. That's how you feel.
True.
Exactly. That's my.
And that's the second most dangerous thing.
So now that person can say can say the same thing about you, because you fail to take into consideration their opinion.
If your opinion is that everybody from the hidden Leaf Village is evil, that's conscientious stupidity after knowing all the truth.
At the end of the day, they made it. It is like I said. It's an opinion. The reason why I'm okay with your opinion, because if you start taking away people's opinion, then you don't have an opinion.
No, very true.
And that's why I can't argue that. This is why I just can't argue it, because I would hate for somebody to take my opinion away, because I do have opinions on things. You know, true. It is what it is.
Everything you say, you're not going to agree with.
Yeah.
But if you ignore things that are true.
And not even something that let's
choose to ignore things that are true.
Let's do it.
I'm trying to stay away from being as political as possible.
Yeah, no, and I get you, but let's think about it in a gaming sense. If you tell me, if I say Fallout 4 was just a bad game, right? I tell you it's a bad game, but now, and for numbers' sake, we read and look at the numbers, and the numbers say it's a great game. It's rated 4 out of 5, this, that, and the third. Majority of the world. Yeah. I just think it's a bad game.
True. Whether
the numbers say that it's a good game or not, my opinion on the game is it's a bad game.
But let me tell you this.
And that's the point I'm trying to prove.
And let me hit you with the other end of it. The reason you didn't like the game is because it was a bad Fallout game. It wasn't a bad game, because if you would have named it anything else, the shooting mechanic was dope. The building mechanic was dope.
Yeah,
the way you got to build weapons.
That's your opinion. Don't look at Travis. Just look at somebody saying that. Everything you're saying is your opinion.
Okay.
Shooting mechanics, all of that. I can't do that. I'm just giving you. I was giving you the raw example. Because everything you say, I could say the same thing. Shooting mechanics was trash. I didn't like the VATS. I didn't like this. I didn't like that. I didn't like the building mechanics. The building mechanics, in my opinion, actually was kind of wonky. I didn't like the fact that I was forced to do things that I didn't want to do. Those are just my opinion.
Hey, and that is
because majority of the world may say different. I love the game.
Guess what? By you acknowledging the fact that it sold well, and you acknowledging that it was the best, because these are the facts. Then now you don't fall into the two most dangerous categories. You just didn't like the game. So that's you having your opinion, and that's fine.
I would think it was the same thing, though. How is it different?
No, this is where it would be different. If you went around yelling at how poorly the game sold, and the game sold poorly because it was trash.
Okay, but that's lying. That's lying, though.
Sincere ignorance and conscientious stupidity.
So yeah, that
choosing to ignore what's real now.
So we're talking about two totally different things, then, because I'm just strictly talking about my people's opinions. I'm not talking about lying. I'm not talking about lying, and I'm not talking about the truth.
Well,
I've already established that.
And let me tell you this: this all stemmed from Wolfenstein.
Yeah,
and with the other side, the people who support Nazis and felt like it was just stomping down on Nazis. So this is the position, and this is why this stemmed from that.
Mm-hmm.
So coming back from that, that's the whole reason I'm saying what I'm saying. Conscientious stupidity and sincere ignorance. By you choosing to support a group of people who wanted to completely obliterate another group of people for no reason other than...
Oh, and just to clarify that, I wasn't saying Nazis were good people.
No, I know
Nazis are horrible bastards. I agree with that.
No. But you were just pointing out that there were a group of people, which is a fact. There were a group of people who were butthurt.
Yeah, and it was some of them were gamers, because I remember watching the Twitter feed, and this is why the actual account, the Wolfenstein account on Twitter were liking the replies and replying back to people, and they even sent out a response to everything. I get my whole point is that I'm not here to silence anyone.
Very true.
Say what you want to say, and my stance is just to not acknowledge it at all, especially if I don't agree with it. So I'm not here to do that, to actually change somebody's opinion on what they believe in. What happened? Oh, baby girl. So, all right, well, we spent like 15 or about 30 minutes on that almost. That was actually way off topic. Actually, we should dive back into Sony's E3 press conference.
Now, let me tell you my issue with Sony, because once again, I wanted to start off with the issues and then go on to the positives.
Okay.
The big issue with Sony, and I didn't realize how much of an issue it was until I seen a meme. This meme pointed it out perfect. They had E3 2016. They had a picture of E3 2016, 2017. Then they had this year's 2018.
Mm-hmm.
It was the same 4 titles that headlined it. Kingdom Hearts, Last of Us 2, Death Stranding, and the newest one would be Ghost of Tsushima. I hate saying that because I feel like I'm blowing it. Ghost of Tsushima. I think that's how you say it. Correct me in the comments, even though I don't know how you'd correct me. Oh yeah, write it out phonetically.
Yeah,
how you are supposed to say it. But that alone kind of threw me, and they made it clear. They said it's a showcase. They said they weren't there to super wow us, but I forgot what game they announced that was a big surprise that nobody was like super ready for. What game was it? The Last of Us gameplay looked amazing. I can't believe, dude, I took notes on everything. I wish I had my daughter. Oh, here they are. Give me a second.
I was looking at that meme. I seen a couple of them. So it says, it goes 2016. It has Spider-Man. It has
oh, there you go, Spider-Man. That's what it was. I took notes.
Spider-Man, Detroit, Days Gone, and God of War.
There you go.
Yeah. 17. It has the same games: God of War, Spider-Man, Detroit, Days Gone. But I mean, well,
now
what was 18?
These are the games that I was excited about. I'm happy I brought my notes. I took notes like crazy.
Thank God you took notes.
Yeah, bro. That's how serious I am about it. I took serious notes. So I'll jump back to let's see. So Square Enix showcase. Of course, Shadow of Tomb Raider was cool. Captain Spirit, the free game coming out on June 26th. That actually looked like a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll jump into the new Dragon Quest. I've never really played Dragon Quest. I played it a little bit on Game Boy, but I think I want to drop into it. And then there was a game called Babylon's Fall. It really caught my attention, but you didn't really get any information about it. It just sounded cool. It was made by Platinum Games.
Okay.
People made Scalebound. And then Octopath Traveler. Actually, I love 8-bit games, especially 8-bit or 16-bit or 32-bit, whatever.
Yeah.
Bit RPG games. And Octopath Traveler actually looks like that. And I really want to pick up a Nintendo Switch just for that, and just for and also the Legend of Zelda. But then they had this weird game.
Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu?
Yeah, that's cool.
No, it ain't.
It might get me outside more.
Let's Go Pikachu.
There was this weird game trailer called The Quiet Man.
Okay.
You need to go watch it. That was awkward. But then, yeah. So Ghost of Tsushima. That's the one I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah.
Now jumping over to that was Square Enix. I'm jumping pages like crazy. Now with the Sony press conferences, the game that caught my attention was Control, even though it looked like PlayStation's version of Quantum Break.
Okay.
Any sense? And then there was Trevor Saves the Universe. The Neo, I don't know how to say the name of the game, Neo 2, which was like a Japanese era version of Dark Souls. You know,
I'm mad you sat there and watched this whole thing.
Yes, I did. And
it didn't ruin anything for you?
No. Especially since it's all the games that I already knew were out, except like 3 of them.
Uh-huh.
So it's hard to ruin something. And that's what made the meme so funny. And that's what let me know what I was watching was kind of bunk, because 90% of this I already knew about.
Yeah.
Except the gameplay for The Last of Us. That looked dope. If they keep that, and that's really how it's going to be, because you already know, we've seen videos of games. The Division is a perfect example. Oh, this is exactly what's going to be like, and then you get the game that's, hey, weren't we supposed to have drones?
Yeah.
Wait, we're supposed to be able to do this, or weren't we supposed to be able to do that? And then the Resident Evil 2, that actually really intrigued me. Let me see. And then Spider-Man, of course, but they've been talking about Spider-Man. Okay, and then Ubisoft. Ubisoft popped up, Beyond Good and Evil 2. I'm getting tired of them showing me pre-alpha footage. I don't want to see pre-alpha anything. I'd rather you talk about it. I'm going to be honest. I could have went without them talking about this damn game. I wish they would have never announced they were making it until they had a beta ready. How you going to show me pre-alpha stuff? And then, do you know they had the nerve to bring on this company, Joseph Gordon-Levitt's company. I forgot what it's called. But basically...
What's the dude's name?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. He played Robin. Well, he was in The Dark Knight.
Okay.
Or Dark Knight Rises. He was Dick Grayson.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So, this game...
Is it hit record?
Okay, hit record.
Yeah.
They are letting people create the soundtrack and background posters and whatnot for this game.
They're letting random people do it?
They're having projects, like you can go online, sign up, and start contributing and helping to build audio and soundtracks for this game. It sounds cool, right?
It is cool.
That's cool? Fuck that. That's not cool. Why are you having me? Am I going to get paid?
No.
Am I gonna get recognized?
You ain't know that's what they do? Oh yeah, send in your fan art. Send in your fan art. We'll give you a shout out.
That's bullshit. Unless I'm getting I would take 0.5%. I would take 0.003 of a percent. Hey me. Don't have me over here working my ass off.
We'll fly you out. We'll fly you out.
If my song or my image makes it, offer me an internship. No. Offer me something.
We'll fly you out for the week. You can come play the game pre-alpha stage,
Oh my!
and we'll
God.
buy you a copy. That's it. That's genius.
Okay. Yes, it is genius business wise, but all in all, that's fucked up.
That shit is
And
genius.
people were gassed about it. Yeah, this is so dope. I was like,
You know who
I'm all for opportunities. I'm all for opportunities. You know me.
Let me tell you.
Go ahead.
People who are gassed about that are confident in what they could do. So it's like, I'm gonna create the best thing smoking just to get a little notoriety. And that's all it's for. Ain't nobody thinking like the way you thinking. Because when you sit here and look at, they have games where you can create levels. They have games where you can create levels and
Roblox.
shit. Let me go ahead and make this my thing now. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. These are things.
And let me tell you, I do see the potential that'll come out of it. Because let's say you do make one of the most popular soundtracks on the game. You are now known for making one of the most popular soundtracks on a major game.
Of course.
Regardless of you being paid about it, now everybody knows who you are. Think of, they do, and you know it's funny, they do little documentary clips on YouTube about people who blew up for making beats. Yeah. Like the dudes, like they'll be like, oh, the guy who made the beat for YG. And then he'll be like, yeah, my life changed. I instantly became a world record producer because I made this one song. So I get the positives. And then I take this note from Heather B, from Sway in the Morning, from all the other accolades, from Boogie Down Productions, from being the first person, one of the first cast members on Real World. She said it best. She was like, I wanted to be a bartender, so the way I did it was I went and bartended for free. What better way to get out there? What better way to get, because nobody's going to say no to a free bartender.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you want to bartend? Yeah. How much you charge? No, I'll do it for free. Signed. Done.
Yeah.
So I get the positives. But at the end of if that's your selling point, though, this is how they had a whole section of their presentation for a pre-alpha game.
Listen, that is what they do, man. I'm not, I like I said, I see the wrong in it because first of all, I don't work for you.
There you go.
And I'm saying that for me. I don't work for you. I just shouldn't have to pay $60 and create something for you.
Oh yeah.
What? That's how I'm looking at it.
I create something, I should get the game for free.
But at the same time, some people will look at it as an opportunity.
True.
And
true. There are a lot of positives.
And then a lot of people aren't looking at it that way. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if they put it to where, listen, I created something, I'm in the top 10, go vote for me type deal. And it actually is dope, you know? And then who say they don't change their mind and say, hey, listen, you know, we want to use your thing, blah, blah, this is what we're going to do for you. You know, now, whatever the package is, you obviously have to agree to it. But at the same time, you know, I look at it different because I'm not an employee for Hit Record. I'm not about to be, I don't want to sit here and game the game for whatever amount of hours and then put 2-3 hours into creating a whatever for you. No, that's not the way I'm looking at it.
Okay, so we're running low on time because I didn't realize what you were doing. Oh, and let me tell you what pissed me off about this, because this is Ubisoft. They brought out Rainbow Six Siege. Like this game isn't dirt old in terms of gaming.
Shit, people
even though people are still playing the hell out of it. No, and this shows you where we're coming to I really think we're hitting that bubble phase of the gaming world. I think it's happening again. It did in the late 80s, early 90s, where it was just so much happening. So much. There was like 10 different consoles and all type of craziness. Look at this. You had the nerve to bring up a game from 2016? I want to say Rainbow Six came out either early 2017 and it was showed off in 2016. Yeah. Like I want to say how it went down. You brought it to 2018. They even brought out what's it called? Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot. For Honor.
Well, they got something new for it. What is it? DLC?
Okay. Yes, they got DLC. They're bringing in a new faction. They're bringing 4 new fighters. I really did take notes. They brought in a new mode called Breach. But this is my thing. you didn't have enough to where that should have been such a small moment. Like, oh yeah, hey, for those who own For Honor, yeah, we got stuff for you. Go check your inventory. Boom, move on. It shouldn't be a main selling point. You shouldn't have had the big backdrop.
They must be doing their numbers for them to have.
True.
The
numbers are there, bro. People are playing it. I'm not gonna say and let me rephrase. I'm not knocking Rainbow Six Siege. I understand that's still one of the top games streamed. People play the hell out of it, and I'm not knocking For Honor. I'm not knocking it at all.
Yeah.
But what I am saying is, damn it, it's E3. Show me something super new.
You know what? You know who should have pissed you off? What's the name? Should have brought out another DLC for Grand Theft Auto. Rockstar.
Rockstar got the decency not to come out and show me something for a 6-year-old game at this point. That's not. Make a big spectacle about it.
I'm not mad at it because people enjoy these games, and I just started watching. The competitive scene for Rainbow Six Siege, and if they back it, it looks like it can do something. They have competitive teams for Ghost Recon Wildlands, and that looks dope too.
Hell yeah, they do. But this is the whole get down. When I come to E3, I want to be oohed and awed.
Hey,
it's hard to ooh and ah me over a game that's a year and a half.
You wasn't oohed and awed, man.
No, and you're right. This is my opinion. Y'all tell me below what you think. Are you ooh and awed about hearing about For Honor, which is probably dusty as shit in your data? It's dusty data, and it's probably dusty physical copy. Mm-hmm. Blow the dust off. Go put it in and check out the new updates from Ubisoft for For Honor.
Man. Didn't they announce something for World of Warcraft?
I didn't watch the PC one. I think that's that and Nintendo. I didn't watch any of the E3 announcements.
Yeah, listen, man. I'm not knocking.
They're coming out with a new Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
I'm burnt out of fucking Assassin's Creed.
You know what's funny?
Assassin's Creed is the same shit.
I'm just hooked on Monster Hunter right now.
Same shit. I'd rather go play Fallout 4.
You know, I actually want to go play Fallout 4. I want to give it a college try.
Yeah, we spent the whole good 30 minutes on it.
I really want to go and play it and just try to take myself out of it and try to act like I've never played Fallout 3.
Man, I want to play it. I might play it off stream.
Oh, just like on some G. I've had some cool moments. I had a moment where I was shooting at somebody and I went into VATS, and then all of a sudden a death claw was behind me. Like it ran up on me.
Yeah.
And then I had that was, you know what? We ain't got time.
No, say your point.
No, because I'm gonna get into a rant.
Just say your point, man. Dang. The people want to hear your point.
Why the hell did they rush how many companions you can get? I felt like I had to work for companions in Fallout 3. Remember that one guy, that ghoul who was a hitman? You had to like go on a mission.
You had to go save him.
Yeah, you had to steal his paperwork.
Yeah,
or you could have bought him.
No, what happened? Yeah, what happened was you either could have bought him or you could shoot it out to save him. Remember the mob bosses had him, in the subway. And you had to go down there and save him because he was down there investigating like a missing persons or whatever. Yeah, I didn't like none of the companions because they couldn't die. Because I could just send them in to do stuff and that's that. They just didn't die. Like I was hoping. I need a challenge, man.
You know what? And
that's why most of the time I didn't bring a companion with me because it made it too easy. Because imagine, I got a death claw. Like, it was one mission where there was a death claw in the house, and you had to go get the death claw egg to trade it or something. I did that. I had to do the mission over because the dude you sent I sent the dude down, and he gets destroyed, and the death claw kind of glitched or malfunctioned or something, and he's swinging at the dude on the ground. And I'm just shooting him with my little gun from the corner, and he's not chasing me, and I'm just shooting him, reloading, shooting, switch guns, VATS, do all of that, and I killed him. And I was like, man, that wasn't fun. So I stopped, reset the game, and did it over by myself. That way I could do it, and that shit was kind of hard. I just remember it being hard.
That mission was I remember being scared, like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
He popped out the floor, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. That was actually pretty, yeah.
It was like a little bathroom you could run into, and he couldn't hit you in the bathroom.
I stayed in the room, and I cheesed this shit out of him.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I know I'm not going to beat a damn Deathclaw head up, rolling around and shit. This ain't...
The one thing I did like, though, was the dogs, that you could buy the dogs.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But I'm like, yo, I want a pack of dogs. Like, I want 8 dogs. I want 1 million dogs just following me. Imagine.
Okay, let me rapid fire because I got to get this out of my ear. So, games that I'm excited for Ghost of Tsushima, Resident Evil 2, Kingdom Hearts 3,
Can't
Spider-Man.
believe you said Resident Evil 2.
Yeah.
Can't believe it.
We already discussed it. I never played it. I watch people play it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. I respect that.
I'm excited for The Division 2.
Are you going to pre-order it?
No.
Boo! Yeah, I'm not pre-ordering nothing.
Let me tell you how serious I'm about not pre-ordering. I'm not pre-ordering the Red Dead Redemption, even though Lord knows I'm going to buy it. There's no question. It's not a Rockstar could say it's going to be microtransactions, and I'm still going to buy it because I know it's Resident Evil. I'm Resident Evil, my bad. Red Dead 2. Yeah. I'm buying that game. I'm buying it. I don't give a shit, but I'm not pre-ordering. Yeah, I will not. I know how stupid that sounds. It sounds
That does
dumb.
not sound stupid. I'm going to tell you why.
I'm standing my ground on it.
I'm going to tell you why I'm done pre-ordering games. Longevity in games are gone. Ooh. If I can't play the game for 4 years, i.e. Destiny, i.e. SOCOM Confrontation, i.e. Fallout 3, I'm not pre-ordering that game no more.
Oh, please tell me what'd you think of that semi-dumb good trailer from Destiny 2.
Man, I ain't even watch it yet. I didn't watch it because that game, they can't do anything more to that game. They need to worry about what's going to happen next year. Y'all need to do a new game. They need to do a new game, or they need to give full reign, like full creative reign to the players. That's the only way people are going to go back to that game. That game for 4 years never went below top 15 on Twitch. Never went below top 15. And this is Destiny 1 we're talking about. Yeah. So regardless of how you, me, Jesus felt about the game had viewership and people enjoyed it. Right?
Fact.
How can we sit here?
I played the hell out of it.
How can we sit here and talk about a game that's not? I'm not playing it. I'm not eager to play it. I don't care.
And I don't even give a shit.
Man, I don't care.
The only reason I know that is because I seen it on Twitter.
I'm about to play Call of Duty tonight, out of spite for Destiny 2.
Revolution.
And it's only because they really did screw. Huh?
You got that digital on PlayStation?
No, I'm sorry. I pre-ordered it. Nah, but
bro, we gotta stop. It's getting too much.
Yeah, no, man. Let me finish my point, man.
Oh yeah, my bad.
I'm hurt. I'm low key hurt because that game should have been the game. It should have been the game everybody's playing right now, and it's not because they effed up. They really did. If they don't, in my opinion, if they don't give full creative or full customability to the players, no one's coming back to that game. And when I say full, it needs to be like Warframe. It needs to be like Warframe or even The Division. Y'all better give me, I want to have Poison. Y'all need to bring back damage over time. Y'all need to bring back all the guns that was. I need to be OP'd everywhere.
Hey, bro, you know what's so trippy about that? Is the failure of Destiny 2 at launch is what brought the Division back to life. Because the division made all the adjustments, but they didn't go around telling everybody.
Exactly.
A small group of people started streaming the new stuff.
Yeah.
And then after Destiny 2 flopped in the beginning, everybody started
went
going back
to it. It's a YouTuber by the name of Skill Up. And I watched him. He played a shit ton of Destiny. And then he just out of nowhere started playing the Division. And he was talking about it. And I started paying attention to the streams. Yeah.
Red thing.
Now it's like, dang, okay, it must be doing something. But I just
shout out to Red X. I think he hosts me every now and then.
He did. Shout out Red X. I'm not sure who you are, but shout out to you, buddy. But yeah, that's my whole get down on it, man. Destiny, Bungie, they got too complacent and they lost. Well, they lost me at least. I'm gone. I don't. Like I said, there has to be something dramatic for me to go back.
Folks, y'all. Oh, you know they're bringing back RNG, right? RNG weapons.
Yeah, I heard that, but I don't care.
Hey, let me tell y'all. You guys need to understand, and I'm gonna sign off on this one. For him to be saying this, he is truly hurt.
I am. I'm hurt. I played the game for 4 years straight. If I could go get my disc got a yellow ring around it. The game never left my PlayStation for nothing. I bought a new PlayStation to play other games. I got 2 PS4s. How, Sway? I got questions, man. They ruined that game. The game, no, they just ruined it. And I don't see myself going back to it unless something dramatic is there. Or a gang of my friends come back. Hey, man, we're doing a raid. I may jump back for that. But I'm not about to come back and play because they just ruined the experience for me. And on that note, I'm done with my rant. Bungie, I hope you see this, son. I hope you seize it, B. Word is born.
Oh, God. On that note, I am Baronj67 of the Hidden Cloud.
And I'm xTJones. I am not... I'm red reincarnated. I'm shiny. I'm shiny hunting. I was gonna say Ash, but Ash is trash. Ash Ketchum is trash.
Never makes it past the second round of the elite. War.
Always getting destroyed
constantly. I don't think he's ever collected. Well, no, he had to collect all the gym badges.
Yeah, he collected all the gym badges in each region.
But he rarely wins like outright. It's always like, oh, thank you for saving my castle. Thank you for saving my family. Here's a badge. Not because you got good battling skills, but because you helped me in life.
It's funny. The new.
You gotta stop.
Wait, hold on. The new season or the 7th generation, which is Sun and Moon. That's when he became a beast trainer. Like he started doing shit like he started beating people convincingly, and it was because like it just seems like he know all the tricks of the trade now. Like for example, on one part I'm gonna ruin, and this is it. He battled Misty in the second half of Sun and Moon. This is the show actually, and Misty had a Gyarados that she mega evolved, and the Gyarados did Hurricane on Pikachu. So he uses Thunderbolt and he's trapped in the Hurricane. So he uses Thunderbolt and has Pikachu scale the Thunderbolt to get out of the Hurricane.
How beastie is it?
And he beat her. He beat her Mega Evolved Gyarados. But at the same time, it took you 7 generations, and you still 10 years old, and you went back to school. You trash. Ash Ketchum is trash.
He got younger. I quit. The fact that Ash hasn't had a kid yet.
Oh crap!
The fact that Pikachu ain't gray because of how old Pikachu is. Don't they age like dogs? On that note, I'm Baronj67 of
xTJones of the Hidden Cloud. I'm xTJones.
Yeah, I'm wearing this headband. I'm going to work with this.
You should bend the edges. Like you got an iron on your forehead.
I'm not bending it. I want everybody to.
It should fit. You feel a breeze on the side of your forehead. Oh man! All right, man. That's gonna do it for me. I'm about to go shiny hunt this Skarmory, and
I'm probably gonna play Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I should. I think I'm gonna do both. I wanna play. All right, man. Sign me out, son.
Peace.